This portion of the news brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
Following a major water leak which affected customers in portions of New Providence yesterday, the Water and Sewage Corporation has fixed the problem and restored supply to the areas that just this morning.
In a release issued today, consumers were reminded that it will take several hours for the water system to be fully recharged. Therefore, some customers may experience reduced levels of service. Customers who continue to experience reduced levels of service and/or water quality challenges, including discoloration, are encouraged to contact the corporation.
Now, pedestrians and motorists in the area of Nassau Street North are also being asked to exercise extreme caution as the work crews have to complete works in that area.
Patients throughout the country will be benefiting from a generous donation made by Commonwealth Bank to the Cancer Society today. Bank President Ian Jennings noted that the $500,000 donation is the greatest contribution Commonwealth Bank has ever made in the fight against cancer in its history. He indicated that the donation will go towards the expansion of the Cancer Caring Center and hospice facility and will be made over a 10-year period.
The construction of 16 additional rooms, 4 of which are earmarked for hospice care, the first of its kind in New Providence, will provide quality care, comfort and hope to patients throughout the Bahamas receiving treatment and adjusting to living with a serious illness from early to terminal stages, as well as to helping families facing the death of a loved one or helping them healing after their death. We remain encouraged that members of the Cancer Society of the Bahamas are relentless champions, and together we are a relentless force in the war against cancer. In the word of Jim Vivalno, former coach and cancer victim, we say to you, the Cancer Society, and to all cancer sufferers, don't give up. Don't ever give up. We will be here to partner with you.
Jennings noted that a number of Commonwealth Bank employees have also been touched by the disease, such as Marion Lewis, who is now a cancer survivor of 21 years. He also encouraged corporate Bahamas to join the fight against cancer. Meantime, Cancer Society President Laverne Wildgoose and cancer survivors Marion Lewis, an Eleuthera resident, and mother of 10, Nicole Lewis, all thank Commonwealth Bank for their generous donations.
You know, it's very emotional, but we appreciate it. You know, it's going to go a long way to helping more patients, such as Nicole. Again, we just want to say thank you, and together we are building hope.
I could not have been surrounded by more caring, my management team, especially at Town Center Mall, who have been very, very caring to me. My corporate team here.
My heart is full because so many people out there are battling this disease, and it's not easy. But to know that you have people who really care about us.
This portion of the news was brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
This is your Royal Fidelity Business News. I'm C.S. Scatterly. The Ministry of Tourism closes its sizzling summer celebrations with Gumbe Summer Festival at Arawak Key every Friday this month. Coming off the heels of the Junkanoo Summer Festival, Gumbe Summer Festival provides all of the fun of Junkanoo but with a different beat and feel. Gumbe showcases various cultural delights such as traditional Gumbe dancers, ring play, rake and scrape bands, limbo and fire dancers, food demonstrations, Androsia fashion, a kids corner, Magic Man, face painters, people-to-people booth, a thrilling Junkanoo rush out, and a grand Bahamian concert. In other news, leading realtor Mario Carey is urging government to eliminate the 7.5% value-added tax on real estate transactions that took effect July 1st, claiming there has never been a more critical time to encourage and incentivize investment, particularly in home ownership. MCR's founder and CEO says that he believes that if the VAT rate increases, as it is expected to, and goes to 15%, he believes it could put home ownership out of reach for years for many working Bahamians. Carey also argues that investment in real estate has been the most steadfast means to building wealth for Bahamians, and he suggests that home ownership adds stability to a community. And in international news, the U.S. trade deficit widened by 7.1% in June thanks to record imports, the strong dollar, and the growing consumer demand. The gap between U.S. exports and imports increased to $43.8 billion, up from May's revised deficit of $40.9 billion. Analysts had been expecting a deficit of $42.8 billion. Record imports of food and cars meant total imports rose 1.2% to $232.4 billion. Exports fell for the second month in a row, down 0.1% to $180.6 billion as global demand weakened. The dollar, which has gained 15% against the currencies of the United States' main trading partners over the past year, also makes its imports cheaper and exports less competitive. This has been your Royal Fidelity Business News. I'm C.S. Scatterly.
Talk about a colorful character. He's a man that's been in the cleaning business for more than 4 decades, and today a statue was unveiled bearing his image.
And for some reason, you just knew that the statue was going to be just as colorful.
Yeah.
Friends and family of the cleaning man all gathered for the unveiling of the statue, which has become a very popular attraction in the historic Collins Avenue area already. Jiminita Swain has more.
Besides being a shrewd businessman, colorful is the word that comes to mind when you meet Frank Hanna, known for his signature trousers. Well, he now has a statue in his likeness. It was unveiled Wednesday at his Collins Avenue office following a ceremony. Close friend of Mr. Hanna, Algernon Allen, who is also the co-chair of Urban Renewal 2.0, reflected on Hanna's generosity.
A man of a gargantuan generosity, one who gives to churches every 3-4 times a year. He cleans without any fee dozens of churches throughout this country.
The country's leader, Prime Minister Perry Christie, characterized Hanna as an icon who will be remembered.
I think whoever was inspired to think about putting an image of you recognized that history would be cheated if they could not have what you actually looked like as you deported yourself in this country. I mean, the fact that you came up with a brand, the Frank Hanna brand, these colorful pants you wear, matched by a colorful tie and pocket piece when you are dressed formally, and colorful shirts with your colorful pants, that making you one of a kind.
Hanna reflected on some of the local companies he's worked for and also shared some advice.
I worked for the Royal Bank. I was cleaning the windows, slashing those windows. I had people in line looking at me cleaning the windows. Then I got a contract. I worked for Royal Bank for, I think, 42 years. You know? And as Commonwealth grew, Frank Hanna Company grew. They have, 20-some branches now? And I clean all of them. To the young ones who are growing up, whatever you do in life, try to do it your best.
The businessman, who is set to move into retirement, leaves the legacy of carrying on his business to his daughter.
Very shortly, I'll be going north. Take my little boat, do my little fishing on the rocks, catch my little porgies, my little grunts, and then I say, Frank Hanna did it his way.
With all the formalities done, the statue was unveiled. It is a work created by sculptor Stanley Forbes out of Andros. Hanna has more than 130 employees at his cleaning company. Jiminita Swain, ZNS Network News.
I don't know how many fish he's going to catch without me there.
I was about to say.
Big one I hauled in the other day.
Wait, are we talking about that big one again?
You know, the big one. Do you have relatives in Exuma? Well, chances are you spend a lot of time calling, texting, and WhatsApping them to stay in touch. Well, in tonight's BTC Island Connection, we see how the local Exuma retail store is transformed and made phone buying more attractive. There's a warm and colorful greeting for customers of the Exuma retail store every day. There's lots to see and choose from here, but this customer came with his mind made up.
Oh, that's a brand new iPhone 6.
So you like that one there?
I love it.
I met customer service representative Kenton Thompson looking to close another deal for the day. With his customers sold on the iPhone, I asked him who was winning the cell phone war, Apple or Samsung.
I think it's Samsung. Samsung, I would say, is the Bahamian brand. You know, because Samsung has a lot of free apps and it's multifunctional and it's user-friendly. So for now, Samsung, Apple is getting there. Apple is getting on its way. You know, it's also a good brand. So a lot of your youngsters, a lot of your young people, like probably in their teens, they're going with the Apple product. So eventually, most people are going to get into Apple.
But whatever their preference, the internet is a must-have on the island.
The majority of customers, they're looking for internet, fast speed internet. We have a promotion going on right now. For the first 6 months, it's $9.99, and after the 6 months, it goes to the regular $32.25. So internet is the #1 demand in Exuma right now.
Customers in Exuma, like elsewhere, are also favoring postpaid service and its cheaper rates, free texts and data plan. Though we're both Samsung customers, I asked Thompson to take a second look at our phones to see if we were staying up to date.
I mean, I wish I had the 6, but now I'm at the Samsung S5. This is a multifunction phone. This is my phone at work. You know, I get all my emails, all my attachments. I can do a lot of work just by using my phone. Sometimes I don't even have to use our CPU. I can communicate with my technicians via email, via other social media. What type of phone do you have, Ms. Adley? Let's see if we need to upgrade you. What is this? This is the Samsung J1. It's a pretty good phone. Yeah. It's a pretty good phone. Camera is okay. Storage is pretty good. So it does all the basic functions. You can do all your social media, Skype. It has a front and back camera. So it's pretty good, and it's an affordable phone. So you can do everything with this phone at an affordable price.
So do you think I should upgrade?
I think you should upgrade. For like yourself, you need something like the Note 4. You know the Note 4 here? No, it's a very good phone. It has the stencil. You can copy and paste. You can do everything on your Note 4. So for you, I'm pretty sure you're going to enjoy this Note 4. It's time. It's time for an upgrade, sadly.
Keishla Adderley for the BTC Island Connection.